Are
Yes.
there any benefits to fasting aside, like, for example, I think the most popular one is for weight loss. But apart from that, are there any benefits to fasting?
Okay, fasting should not be understood only for weight loss, because when you say weight loss, you are talking only of body. But fasting, why it has been adopted in religions is because of the mind. It makes the mind, it makes the brain healthy.
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Rosemary Willie. This is Game of Life. Of course, it is the one show where we're focused on helping you live a fulfilled and purposeful life. As always, have here with me Devang Shukla. I'm excited for this episode. I wore green because we'll be talking about fasting, we'll be talking about God, a lot of things that has to do with nature.
Very
I
good.
believe. So I'm really, really excited. If you've been reading the book, of course, you're in line with the conversation. Don't forget to write your comments, write your questions, send us emails. We are open to taking all of them. So, fasting.
Okay.
Before I begin, is there a healthy fast and an unhealthy fast? Is there a religious fast? And is there fast just for weight loss purposes? Because people use fast a lot.
So first of all, fasting, there has research been done that fasting has many positive effects.
Okay.
And because it has positive effects, probably all the religions have fasting. Now, some religions have fasting aligned to the natural seasons. So, in some seasons they don't fast, in some seasons they fast. So, like we can see some of the religions having fasting in rainy season. And in rainy, the metabolic rate is not so high, your digestion is not the best. So, from that perspective, it looks very scientific. Fasting is very helpful, but like you said in the previous also, that extremity of anything is bad. So when you do over fasting also, it's a problem.
So it has to be in a balanced way.
Balanced way. Yes.
Are there any benefits to fasting aside, like, for example, I think the most popular one is for weight loss. But apart from that, are there any benefits to fasting?
Okay, fasting should not be understood only for weight loss, because when you say weight loss, you are talking only of body. But fasting, why it has been adopted in religions is because of the mind. It makes the mind, it makes the brain healthy.
Fasting makes the brain
Healthy.
Is this proven?
Yes, it's
Scientifically?
proven, and it flushes out the old cells. It cleans your stomach. So it is like a overall. You are cleaning the whole system, and that is fasting. But fasting is not only connected with food. Fasting is a very deeper concept. Fasting can be like some people keep fasting that they will not speak for 7 days.
And that's a fast.
That's also a kind of fasting. Some people may say, okay, I will live in seclusion for some time.
Stay off social media.
Yes, stay off family, and so they will contemplate and work on themselves. So there are various ways of fasting. Fasting can also be that, I'm fasting, this is a holy period for me. I will not be angry for 1 month. I'll be very careful about my attitude. Good, positive fasting. So we should not take fasting only from a perspective of food.
Okay, so let's go into the book. What has the master said about fasting?
So repast is better than either the fast or feast or surfeit. So what he is saying is balanced meal, not very heavy, not very light, medium way, is better than fast, means not eating at all. So imagine you are not eating and you are feeling hungry and you want to meditate, you want to go towards the God, you want to do divinity,
Or even work.
or even work. But somebody is eating and mouth is watering. So that is not called fasting. Fasting means in your mind also the thought should not come, even if the other person is eating or you are smelling.
There goes to those people who have to break a fast by 4 and they're already cooking at 3:30.
So total fasting is also a problem because the mind needs continuous flow of blood, continuous vitamins and oxygen. The midway is the best way. It is also propounded in Buddhism. The midway. Neither fasting nor feasting. Feasting means you are eating in a very big way. So this also is what he says, don't go for it. Or surfeit. Surface means overindulgence. So that also one should avoid. So
you should not fast to the point that it is detrimental to your health.
imagine you are meditating. You are at a zero thought level. Suddenly you feel hungry. And because you feel hungry, the thoughts of food are now coming in meditation. Is it natural? Yes. The mind will give thoughts to the suffering that it is going through. We have to go the balanced way. You are not very hungry, you are not too much full. And then you are meditating, all your body requirements are done.
So for somebody who fasts regularly or they fast, like it's something they do in their life, and for somebody who doesn't engage in fasting at all, would you see a difference? I mean, maybe their way of life or their attitude, maybe the way they react to people, or even the benefits they get from life itself. Would there be a difference? I'm trying to say, can somebody not engage in fasting at all and they're good?
So one thing is you cannot generalize things. Basically in Ayurveda, which is one of the philosophy towards medication, there are 3 constituents of body. So people differ due to constitution. So there are 3 problems, that is Kapha, Vata and Pitta. So these are the 3 categories as per Ayurveda. Now the Pitta person is the person, if he is hungry, all his heat goes towards the brain. So that person, if he fasts, is not a good person. He will shout, he will be angry, he will lose his temper. So for that person, fasting is not recommended, because he will spoil the environment wherever he goes. But there is a Vata person who basically this problem comes in the joint. When they fast, their joints are actually better. It helps. And then there is a Kapha. When you fast in coughing, also it helps. So we cannot generalize. First we have to understand our constitution and then take the right medication. A sugar patient is there. If he is fasting, what will happen? It will be a problem, right? So we have to first see, and each medication will differ from person to person.
So it's not a general term or should we say philosophy. It's an individual journey.
Yes.
To say I'm fasting for this purpose and this is how it works for me.
Yes.
Okay. Not 2 people can be the same or react the same towards fasting.
Yes.
Okay, so fasting is just one sentence. So we're going to go to the next one, which is God. It has 2 lines.
So diet is for body.
Diet is for body.
Deity is for mind.
Deity is for mind.
This is, I think, very straightforward in a way.
And it's so funny how we move from fasting to God, and the first thing there is diet is for body.
But there is a very deeper concept in the second line. Diet is for body, everyone understands.
I don't.
What? So diet is for body means giving the right nutritional components to the body is very important, not only for sustenance but also for growth. Deity is for mind is very important. It's a very deeper concept he has written. Now this is the thing in master, if he writes, if we have 100 pages, he will put in 3 words. And the shorter it is, the more profound the meaning will be. So deity is for mind. If we see, we can refer to his writings. So what he says is, let's say 10,000 years back, 15,000, 20,000 years back, how it was. So they say there was Stone Age. So what is the deity they used to pray? They had their own deities, sub-deities. So over the civilization, there were always different deities. And every civilization, every tribe has their own deities. So having a deity is a requirement of mind, whom you can trust, believe, surrender. This is what he is saying, because he is a scientific saint. So when a person says, okay, my deity is, let's say, 2000 years old, like in Buddhism you can say 2000, 2500, then you say, what about before that? Was there no God? So there was. So this is where he is saying is that the human consciousness needs the divine factor on which he can surrender.
Something to believe in,
Yes.
something bigger than all of us.
This is what he is saying.
Okay, so that's why the theme is God.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, what is the connection? But now I get it. It's the fact that all of us we need something to believe in, right? Something bigger than us.
Bigger than us.
And that is God.
Yes.
Okay, so we move on to the next one. It is grief. Don't weep at the grief. Be brave to grave it.
So I think this is...
we said it in a past episode where we said, I think we're talking about emotions. Where we said, and I came up with a question or an example when I said, if somebody, loses a relative or something.
Correct.
And you went on to say that they don't have to focus on the grief, right?
But accept the fact.
But accept the fact that it happened so that it propels you to move on. So I think it says here, so don't weep at the grief, be brave to grave it.
Yes.
So does that mean that we're saying be brave to accept that this has happened?
Not accept.
Oh my God, what does it mean?
Be brave to defeat it.
So accepting it is different from defeating it?
Yes, because acceptance is a mid stage.
Oh wow, so you can even go beyond.
Yes, after accepting, you go beyond it.
Because some people can accept that they've lost something or they're facing betrayal, but that doesn't mean that they've defeated that.
Yes. So imagine a person has faced betrayal. So because of facing betrayal, one category of person is he can't believe now anyone. The second category is he forgave that person, accepted it, and now again he has believed.
I understand.
So two sides to it.
I understand.
Yes. So this is what he is saying is win over it. Not, okay, first step you will accept the fact. The second is, maybe this is the person whom I made a wrong judgment about.
But I truly believe that situations can change a person.
Situations do change a person, but awareness, which is the core concept of this philosophy, if your awareness is rising, the consciousness is improving, then these circumstances will not have so much impact. The impact of it, let's say it is 100 for a normal person, because you have engaged in these practices, the impact may be 10, 5, it's like another day.
Okay, so let's move on to habits.
There should be neither recurrence nor reference of the occurrence if it has no preference or reverence. So we should start from the last, that if it has no preference or reverence, means you may remember our previous discussion on value contribution. Adequacy will not suffice. Sufficiency. So this is exactly the similar part of it. That if there is nothing meaning or valuable that is there to remember.
So when people talk about habits, right? People will tell you, oh, for you to form a habit, you have to do it again and again for at least a month or 40 days, or I don't know what the math is. So I think what he's trying to say is there's no point reoccurring an activity to form a habit if it would have no value or relevance to yourself or the world.
Correct. Exactly, this is the meaning.
The next one actually goes with everything we're doing today, because we said God, grief, habits, now haste. It looks like we're going, how is that ocean of yours? Are we going deeper and deeper?
Okay, there is a midway, because one portion is about the facts where universe has been explored. Now this is, you can say in your daily life, how you can implement the wisdom words.
Are we talking about haste?
So yes.
It says, don't be either in haste or waste. Be in the best.
So this is what he's saying, that if you try to do it very quickly, then you do a lot of mistakes which you can't correct. And secondly, you don't look at the value you are contributing. So you waste a lot of time, resources to find that this has been wasted. So both the things are not required. Be in the best means think value contribution, bring sufficiency in it, bring accuracy, efficiency, achieve it with innovation.
So, in other words, it is very important that in whatever activity or work you find yourself, to do, it's very important that you do it well.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
No waste, zero waste. You do it well, and waste could be even with time, right?
Yes.
So then, if waste could be even with time, how is it that he's saying don't do it in a haste?
In a haste means you are having an element of fear.
So I have to. So basically, he's saying, okay, you can actually take your time, right? As long as you deliver the best. So if the best requires that you take more time, as long as you do it, not that you're scared, and I think you used a student in one of our episodes where we talked about how you used to be really scared to go into an exam hall and all of that, but if you had just sat down to prepare,
correct, I used to see the watch
to actually write the paper, that would be you giving it your best.
Very good example. And one more example we discussed in the past is Indomie versus cake.
Yeah. Yes.
So the result with haste is different.
Yes.
And waste also it can become if you are checking all the time in every 5 minutes. Let it happen.
Okay, so we're going to be taking the last one for this episode. It is health. So it says it is good of having a healthy body instead of a filthy one. Can you please? I think it's very important.
So see, one thing is important is we have to understand the connection of body, breath and mind. If you want to be in a healthy state of mind, you need to have a healthy body. Healthy body is a must if you want to achieve happiness, long-lasting happiness.
Okay, so it says here, instead of a filthy one. What does it mean to have a filthy body? And how do you even know that?
Filthy body means, let's imagine you have gone to a beach. Everyone is running towards the beach, enjoying. And they say, okay, why don't you play? No, I can't walk. So that incapacity to enjoy with everyone.
Wow, so it's not really about like dirt on your...
No. It's not about the dirt. It's about the capability of the body to engage in activities and enjoy the game of life. So let's imagine I have to meditate. I can go into zero thought. But I can't sit. I have a back pain.
So what if it's a natural disability or this person is actually in pain? I don't know.
So one thing is, there is two-way motions. If you have problematic thinking, it will translate into a problematic body.
Wow. Scientifically proven?
Yes, scientifically proven. There are a lot of books like Louise L. Hay can tell you what kind of thinking can cause what kind of diseases.
Bad affirmations, positive affirmations.
Yes, but she can tell you this kind of thought creates cancer. This type of thought can create a kidney problem. This creates a heart attack. So you have a mapping from thought to diseases. So lot it has to do with the healthy mind.
So when he's talking about it is good of having a healthy body here, it's not just your physical body, but he's also talking about your mind.
Yes, because they are all connected. Another thing is what kind of habits you have got. So if you have good habits, imagine now and then you would like to drink via wine, you would like to smoke. Then if you do it for 20 years, where you are going, you know already.
I think it leads to the next line and I really like it. It says belly should not be bully of gluten and gluts everything.
Yes, it's very important. That what he says is that don't bully your stomach
with so much food.
By eating and then now say, oh, my situation is bad, I ate so much, I can't walk or I can't talk, I need to sleep or I...
So now he's talking about the physical body.
Yes.
So not just the mind.
Not
he's
just
saying
the
the
mind,
way the mind can be polluted.
Yes.
And filthy so is your body, right?
Yes.
And I think that a lot of us, if our bellies could talk, you'll actually be saying this.
Yes. So should not be bully of gluten. Means you know that gluten is there in wheat products, in lot of products you can see gluten. So gluten also is one of the constituent which brings problem in digestion. So that's why he is writing, but it's a poetic way he has written.
So what would you advise?
Most natural foods, I would say, instead of overcooking, look at fruits, salads, half cooked, then whatever is cooking is required, because I am a pure vegetarian, so I can say.
So I was even
From my
talking about
perspective.
timeline, because some people will tell you that the best time to eat is in the morning,
Yes.
breakfast.
Yes.
Some others will tell you, oh, I can do intermediate fasting. The best time to eat is from noon. I've just learned recently that the best time to eat is actually 6 a.m. So there's so many schools of thoughts.
Okay.
What actually works?
I think it's a very good point, and I have studied many texts, and master also has given guidelines. The best time to eat is in the morning. And why morning is because our eating habits are aligned to the sun.
So are we eating before sunrise or after
No,
sunrise?
after sunrise, but with the sun positions you are eating. So when the sun is at the rise, then you are eating, your belly fire will be at the maximum. You can digest the toughest or big or heavy foods also. But when the sun is in the mid noon, then you can take lesser than what you took in the morning. And again with a moderation, what master says. But in the evening, you can reduce it drastically, like 10-15% of what you took in the morning. So why is it? It is because the blood supply is required maximum for the brain to relax. Now, since if you have eaten in the night, all your blood is now going to the stomach for digestion. Because it has not gone there, it will first digest 2-3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, then it will go here. So even though you have slept for 8 hours, really you have slept 3 hours. And then you say, no, my sleep is not complete.
Yes.
Everyone is sleeping 8 hours, they are happy, but I am not happy.
Wow.
Because of this pattern.
Wow, so there's a direct link
Yes.
between digestion and your...
Yes, and this is also relating to dieting. You were saying that the best is if you can eat by 6:30
a.m.
p.m.
Oh, okay, that's at night.
And then it's like an intermittent fasting, because by 6:30 in the morning it's already 12 hours of fasting, and in that fasting period 8 hours already you are sleeping.
That brings so much insight. Okay, so it says it is to be supplied and filled with the stuff of life's force.
Yes.
Can I guess what that is? So as opposed to filling your tummy or even your mind with so much food, more than you can digest, it's just gob, 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 gob. He's saying that it should be supplied and filled with the stuff of life's force.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So
Sorry,
life
I couldn't explain.
force, basically you have to see that you are also a live energy. You are the manifestation of universal energy. And when you take it, you are enhancing or sustaining your life. So don't overeat and don't fast or make yourself suffer. But what he's saying is, take it with a spirit that it is required for my sustenance. But some people live to eat. So that is not what he's saying.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
saying eat to live.
Okay.
Okay. Now the thing is, what has more life force or life energy? So salads which are fresh can contribute a lot. Antioxidants,
he
minerals.
uses life force to talk about actually healthy, natural things we can
Yes.
eat. Wow.
Fresh foods.
As opposed to processed food.
Processed foods, of course, it's a big no. Or packed foods, preservatives is a big no. Junk, chunky foods. Why you are saying? But the paunch should never be a bench of lunch and lust. So that's again lust. Thought is coming, oh, I am missing. Because all these foods are to captivate your tongue. But they don't give the
do
real
anything to your body.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so it says healthy body strengthen
Self.
poses wealthy mind.
So this is how we started
from the
And I
beginning.
think we have ended here. Healthy body, strengthy self. So more you are healthy, you will feel okay, I'm strong, I can walk, I can exercise, I can take on strenuous activities, and possesses wealthy mind. So the thinking pattern should be positive and healthy. Imagine I am working in office but thoughts of food is coming. Imagine I am going to prayer and thoughts of food is coming. Then where will be the God? God has no space here.
So could it be that either of them can affect each other? I hope I said that correctly the way I see it in my head. So can a person have a healthy mind but a filthy physical body? Let's reverse it too. Can a person have a healthy physical body? That means they eat the best food, they eat vegetables, they eat unprocessed food, but their mind is not healthy.
It can happen, both way can happen. And the third option, both are filthy.
Or both are healthy.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it has to be in moderation.
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's a charge to everybody this week, next month, and all of our days, is that as much as you put so much effort in having a healthy mind, you should also put same effort in having a healthy body. As much as you put same effort in having a healthy body is not enough, you also need to have a healthy mind. That's where you strike the balance.
Perfect.
Okay. It's been an amazing time. Again, this has been The Game of Life. We encourage you to get the book. We encourage you to like, share, comment, engage with us. We're happy to get your questions as always, and we can't wait to see you on the next episode.